Let's call out Angel AGUIRRE.
Angel
AGUIRRE. Angel AGUIRRE.
Angel AGUIRRE coming from the Train Station Fight Club, making his debut. Little nod to the Dutton Ranch there, I do believe, for those Yellowstone fans here.
The Train Station Fight Club. It's not on purpose, but that's actually an aggressive sounding name.
Did you watch the Yellowstone series on TV?
Vaguely, but yes.
They would say, take him to the train station. That meant they were going to kill somebody and dump him over a cliff.
That might be the reference I wasn't aware of, but... I love that on our sheets. They also included the track name of their walkouts, just in case we want to say some.
RUBEN ROJO.
Mr. RUBEN ROJO. Second time tonight we're seeing a representative of Z's Gym. And the first time tonight we're seeing a fighter that's not making a debut. He has a 0-0-1 record.
Now having your draw as your first fight, I mean, it's not a loss, it's experience. I think that's actually the way to do it. Now, is this auditorium another hockey?
I believe they do hockey games here, yes. All right, our tail of the tape gives us Angel AGUIRRE out of Longmont, Colorado. He's a 21-year-old Orthodox fighter making his debut, 5 feet 7 inches tall, 180 pounds. Facing off against Mr. RUBEN ROJO. He from Fort Collins, Colorado. Just a little bit younger at 20 years old. Lists himself as a boxer, 0-0-1 record, 5 feet 10 inches tall, 180 pounds. So no first fight jitters for Mr. ROJO, and that can be a big deal, Drew.
He has a fight and experience, and that experience is experience, whether it's a win or a loss.
Once again, thank you to all of our sponsors, including Mia Costa Mezcal, Andy's House, the official ADA sponsor of Sparta. Are you ready for round 3? All right, the third fight of the night is scheduled for an elimination boxing at 3 rounds, 2 minutes apiece. This is a catch weight at 180 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the Poseidon blue corner. This man is an Orthodox fighter. It is his debut fight, standing 5 feet 7 inches and weighing 176 pounds. This man is representing the Train Station Fight Club, fighting out of Longmont, Colorado, Angel Powerhouse Aguirre! And fighting out of the Mike Maroney Ford of Longmont Red Corner, this man is a boxer with a record of 0-0-1, standing 5 foot 10 inches tall and weighing 179 pounds. Representing Z's Gym and fighting out of Fort Collins, Colorado, Ruben Rojo! Third man in the ring,
fighters.
Oscar Martinez.
A lot of Z's Gym fans in the crowd this evening.
Gentlemen, you've had your final instructions. Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Touch them up, back to your corners.
Ruben Rojo with the red tape on his gloves. Aguirre with the blue. Excuse me, Aguirre.
Aguirre immediately working his jab, playing with that distance. Good boxing footwork and head movement. Rojo staying behind the shell.
A lot of patience by Rojo here early on. Aguirre a little more frenetic in his pace. That possibly may speak to the one fight experience of Rojo. No, he doesn't have to accomplish everything. And again, I'm going to correct myself. Aguirre is what I was just made cognizant of. Thank you.
Aguirre again doing a good job keeping his distance, working his jab, and then following up with a 1-2 behind his jab. Rojo now working his jab, but staying behind his defense. At this point, I have a fairly even round, so anything could change in the next 30 seconds.
Rojo picking up the aggression here.
Aguirre doing a job sticking and moving, but making a lot of the contact to the guard of Rojo. Rojo now controlling the entire ring and looking for his opportunity for a significant punch. Great jobs by Rojo. Rojo at the end there started finding his range and his rhythm. Aguirre moving around quite a bit, but I just don't see him backing Rojo up the way he needs to.
Yeah, I was going to say Aguirre very busy with his footwork. Looked like he was doing a lot of stuff, but most of what we saw him doing toward the latter part of the round was moving away. And it's hard to win a fight backing up.
Agreed. Agreed. Some fighters normally can, but probability-wise, I like to see Aguirre change the level of his attacks. Go to the body, come back up to the head. He's doing a good job of maintaining that range in his straight punches, but not just throwing to the guard of Rojo.
Everything that you just said, I'm looking at the corner of Rojo. They're telling him to do everything that you just said for Aguirre to do.
I mean,
well done, Coach Drew.
a couple of these fighters want to pay me a coach's percentage. I'll get in there with them.
All right, let's see how round 2 plays out.
Rojo back to work on that jab the way he finished that first round.
And almost immediately, Aguirre doing that backward circling type footwork. Didn't serve him very well at the end of round 1.
Both guys showing a lot more enthusiasm this round. Aguirre trying to use the backwards footwork, but got caught in the corner there that he can't seem to get out of.
Yeah, Rojo just backs him from corner to corner.
Aguirre is throwing this overhand that seems to be landing around the guard.
Aguirre's guard's starting to drop quite a bit, especially as he moves backward. Like he feels that he's safe, but if Rojo follows him with some quick footwork, he's going to be able to take advantage of that. And a pained look on the face of Aguirre now.
Rojo's just doing a good job of just staying behind his defense, getting ring control, and then finding his combinations as soon as he hits that rope.
Yeah, very educated defense being shown by Rojo. Keeping that guard up nice and high throughout the entirety of this fight.
I'd like to see both fighters just throw more attacks to the body, change the level of attacks, and makes you unpredictable. Rojo with a beautiful onslaught.
And his corner between rounds, he being Rojo, was calling for more uppercuts, and he listened to him. Deep breaths by Aguirre. He hasn't slowed his pace, but you can see the breathing kicking in.
Aguirre keeps moving in the same direction in which Rojo is timing it. He needs to do some juke steps and follow in a different direction.
Mouthpiece came out, and Aguirre wanted the fight stopped so they'd pick it up, and that's not the rule. The rule is when there's a stop in the action, the referee will step in and grab him, but Rojo was in the middle of attacking, and the referee's not going to stop the fight even if the mouthpiece comes out.
Oscar Menendez doing a good job of controlling these fighters. Debut athlete needs to know that even though if your mouthpiece falls out, you got to keep fighting. You could have potentially lost the fight by focusing on the floor and not your opponent.
So true, so true. Don't need to be talking to the referee in the middle of a bout.
Referees can't save you. They're just here to protect. Here on the replay, we're just showing Rojo just doing a good job of just sticking to his dominance, stepping forward, and throwing his combinations as soon as he gets to the edge.
Very much stalking mode for Rojo.
Aguirre keeps moving to his right, which putting him right in front of the cross of Rojo, but it's also getting his movement predictable. He keeps fading to that side, not giving any sort of direction change. Oh, there you go.
There's the change you were looking for, and it seems like Aguirre comes out with a big burst of energy here to start the third, definitely trying to pick up the intensity somewhat.
Rojo's doing just a great job putting things together. I'd like to see him throw a little bit more to the body, but don't fix what's not broken.
There's the body work Drew was calling for.
There it is. Then you
big uppercut, that staggered Aguirre.
And that's what the body shots do. It gets your opponent to think about another direction, and then you can catch him by his surprise for going back to the head.
Beautiful prolonged flurry here by Rojo. "40 seconds left in the bout. Aguirre needs to dig deep.
Aguirre looking like he needs space to throw a combination. Anytime he's close, he keeps on trying to bail out of it.
Not allowed to just stick your arm straight out and push your opponent. Aguirre pretty close to doing exactly that. 10-second clacker sounded. And a little bit bloodied up around the nose and lips is Aguirre. Man, what great conditioning by these fighters. Beautiful pace.
I mean, that is the longest 2-minute rounds of your life. Great work by both fighters, but Rojo just really just showing more boxing tactics as far as staying behind his defense, ring control, and then combinations when they seem fit.
And that's what we're seeing a lot here on the replay is that it's the combinations of Rojo that really stood out. Some pretty happy coaches out here tonight. None of these guys throwing single shots, getting lazy.
Aguirre showing some really good movement and jabs and overhands, but he needs to do a better job of working inside the pocket behind his defense. And then, of course, I feel like the physique in the weight class really shows. I could see Aguirre continuing to move down in a weight class.
Agreed. Yeah, at his height, 180, a little bit of a big weight class for him. So with that having been said, though, his conditioning was impressive. Kept a nice pace throughout the fight. All right, B-Rad has the word for us.
After 3 rounds, Judge Abeda scores it 30-27. Judge Ramirez scores it 30-27. And Judge Short scores it 30-27. By winner of unanimous decision, RUBEN ROJO!
Congratulations to the Z's Gym fighter. Now has a 1-0-1 record. RUBEN Rojo gets to enjoy the rest of his weekend as a victor.